Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. We are currently playing as Raymond of New Barrel, and we just have a new wife, who we have just had a lovely wedding with. And I think what we're going to do next, our next, big thing, is we're going to hold a tourney. Because that seems like a thing that we would want to do. We're a skilled fighter, we're quite a good knight, all things considered. I think that would be a good thing for us to do. We are not at war. The only thing that we're missing is the money. And we'll get the money in a little bit. So we're just going to kind of step back, have a little bit of a break, see what happens, see what events come up. Maybe there'll be something happening with our world and all that. So it's time for me to choose how I want to educate my courtier, Lysana. So, who is she? She has a guardian who is Kyle, our master at arms. She has no parents in this, so she's just a lowborn, I think, right? It doesn't say lowborn. Doesn't with normal lowborn it says like doesn't it usually say like house lowborn? Maybe they took that out for the mod. Anyway. So are we gonna pay to have our we'll pay, I suppose. We'll make her good with numbers. That seems reasonable. Is there like a minimum payment? Yeah, the very essentials. That seems fine. I mean, it's not exactly like she's important to us. But we're honorable enough. We'll pay we don't have to pay anything, but we will pay for the essentials, for what they need. That seems very reasonable. Like, we're honorable. We're not generous, but we will do our duty. A group of hedge knights have come to visit New Barrow. Canthar has met with them and asked for my reply. Well, we will welcome them with a lavish feast, of course. It's always nice to have some knights around. The knights are ready to depart our castle and ride forth to another lord's domain. So we can give them a farewell feast, or we can let them leave quietly. We'll give them a farewell feast. A bit more prestige. A member of our court is taking great offence at the behaviour of the rough, uncut hedge knights visiting our castle. He almost demands that we should execute the vagrants. Well, we're not going to throw them out. We actually have Duncan the Tall, who is a hedge knight, and he is our friend. So we will ignore the complaints of our spy master. A young hedge knight distinguishes himself quite nicely in the time he has been at our castle. Well, we'll take him into our service. A courtier named Malin. I've invited people to my court to take part in a war game in which we practice defending our land from invading enemies. We'll use wooden models to represent invading armies, and I shall have to use clever tactics to defeat my opponents. Yeah, that seems like that'll be fun. Right, let me just pause and want to find that courtier who was it Malin? Did he just come into our service? No, he didn't, because I was sure it was Malin. We'll have a look around. If anything else, I can just head a few back in here and we'll find him. Right, we'll head a few back in here. I'll be in this one, maybe. Maybe it was Melon. Not Melon. Was it Meryl? It must have been Meryl. Okay. Maybe I just misread it. He's the cavalry leader flanker I saw earlier, isn't he? Or do we have two of those now? Or am I going completely crazy? I thought we already had one of those in our commanders. Yeah, but that's Meryl. Who just joined our court then? You think it would be easier than this to find out who joined our court? It must have been Malin. Yeah, I suppose it must be Malin. He's trained fighter. Why didn't I think it was him originally? Dunno. Absolutely going crazy. Well, we will mark him as special interest and see what happens to him. Hedge knight who has joined our court. Ambitious, brave, humble, a bit selfish, a bit chaste, zealous, trained fighter. He could be useful. We could make him our Master at Arms if we wanted to. Replace Kyle. Yeah, it might be better to have someone who isn't Craven as our Master Arms. Probably wouldn't just make a new person our Master Arms. We'll wait a couple of years. As we assign tasks for the war games, we decide that Raymond will defend with me, while Canthar will be leading the invading forces. Who is Canthar? Our Justicar. He is selfish, slothful, just, lustful. Okay, we should easily win. Let the best warlords win. At the beginning of the war game, your enemy decides to do a strong frontal assault towards your center flank. So we can use all means to reinforce and strengthen the center, or slowly withdraw the forces in the center. Well, we'll face them head on. The war games get intense as you use your forces to reinforce the center, while Canthar's troops begin to pressure your flanks, and they're failing fast. Raymond suggests that we should use the cavalry on the side flanks. We could use that. We can try and push through the center, or we can focus our efforts to keep one flank up. Well, we'll go with his suggestion. With our troops struggling to keep the flanks reinforced, exhaustion is upon them before the fighting has gotten truly grim. Canthar only needs to order a decisive push and our troops are defeated. Good game. So he gains a lot of prestige and we lose some prestige. So we just lost this war game. That's not so good. Would have preferred to have won it, but that's alright. We'll win the next one. We know that our Spy Master is really bad at war games now. Your Septim Morm was cornered by a desperate group of beggars in New Barrel and to be seriously wounded while giving alms to the poor in your name. Charity can be dangerous work. Oh, we'll lose some more prestige. Oh well. It's not too bad. You know what we could do? I was thinking what we can do is we can stick this new guy we got, Malin, we make him a bodyguard. That makes a little bit more sense. We'll unmark him as special interest then. That's a good kind of thing to give him. I was trying to think of what we could give someone who was good in martial. Want to choose how to educate my courtier, Tanya. She is nothing to us as well. She's also rude, but well, we'll do the same that we did with the other one. Numbers, and then we'll pay the minimum. That seems reasonable. We're not going to be lack of funds for long, although we may never get our tournament. Sir Raymond of New Barrel, I hereby invite you to the Grand Feast in Highgarden. Your presence at the feast would be greatly appreciated and look forward to your attendance, Lord Gorman. So this is our liege. Is this like the next level up that's giving this feast, or is this him who's giving the feast? I assume it's him. Does he reside in Highgarden? No, it must be the next level up that's doing it, and then he gives it down. I don't know. I will travel to the feast. I'll see how this feast goes. We do like a good feast. We are gregarious, after all. Lord Gorman greeted us warmly to his feast. Wine was served and most delicious aromas came from the kitchen. Thank you for having us. Hopefully we can get some friends here, some alliances. The courses at the feast were few but palatable. We were served venison, some sort of fowl, a few cheeses, bread and a small dessert. It was not really the abundance of food I expected Lord Gorman to serve at his feast. Ah, it's his feast. Okay. So we could tell him the food is great. We're not... Yeah, we could... we're not going to tell him it's great. We are honourable. We're not going to lie. We'll just say it was good enough for me. Can I just hedge our bets? My liege, since I arrived in New Barrel, there's never been a shortage of soldiers reinforcing the troops stationed there. Under our guidance, they believe fame and fortune awaits them. Your Marshal, Kyle. I was seated beside a person I'd never really talked with before. We ended up together in the garden with a couple of bottles from Lord Gorman's well-stocked wine cellar. We made a new friend, another one. Sir Garth of Narsdale. Okay, where is Narsdale? Okay, so that's in Starpike, so that's like the next place along. How many men does he have? He has about 800 men, but he's probably not our ally. We could actually call him into wars. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. We could possibly use him against Cider Hill, who has a few more men than us still. He's hostile towards a lot of people. He's been raided a lot, actually. I suppose it is good pirate raiding land on a major river. Okay. Oh, good. Another courtier who needs to be educated. Well, is she important? No, she is not important. She doesn't have a guardian though. Should you not have a guardian? Probably not rank. Probably we'll just get her educated by... Well, maybe the lowest rank can educate her. Maybe we'll give her to Malin. Oh, she's not 6 yet. Ah, well that would explain why she's not being educated or have a guardian. We'll make her good with numbers and she will get the bare essentials. That seems reasonable. A small spear throwing competition could be entertaining and it's also a great way to enliven your battle technique. Maybe you should arrange a contest at your court. My throwing arm will amaze everyone. Yes, I've had a lot of time and practice making that arm strong. Lord Gormon's feast is over, and it is time to begin the long way home. After the food, the entertainment and the warmth, the real world suddenly feels cold and hostile. That was a really long feast. Will there be a feast next year? Bit more prestige. After dozens of spears have been hurled through the air, a sole victor emerges. No one manages to throw further than Maester Aaron. Really? The one martial Maester surprises us all with his spear throwing ability. Congratulations to Maester Aaron. Okay, we lose a little bit of prestige, so alright. Your ability to take down any man in a brawl is widely renowned. Many speak of your prowess and how it would be unwise to pick a fight with you. It feels good to be recognized. Oh, we get a lot of prestige for that. That is good. My liege, I've collected a tithe, a new barrel. The money should reach you together with this letter. Your humble Castilian, Septon Morin of New Barrel. Oh, a little bit of money. At last, we have enough money to not be like running out of money constantly. Unless we have another courtier who needs to be educated. Okay. Not much else to do, really. We could switch our focus soon, but... well, in 4 years we could switch our focus. Not that soon, actually. I'm thinking that if it becomes 5 years from now and we still don't have an heir, we would probably switch to family focus. Never mind, fate falls upon me. My wife, Janie, is pregnant. Perfect. Well, hopefully it's a son and we can have an heir. Simon Lannister died natural death. Why am I being told that? Ah, that's our father-in-law. Okay. And his title... He didn't have a title. Okay. He's just a Lannister. Okay. It's fine. He was married. Our mother-in-law is still alive. Okay. We could try and invite her to our court if we need her. 11 intrigue. 11 learning. Actually, we can't replace the septum, so it would be intrigue. We could get her to our court as a new spy master if we wanted to. She would probably say yes. I mean, she really, really likes us. No, she'd say no. Oh, because she actually really, really likes her king as well. She's just a really... She likes everybody. She doesn't have any enemies in the world. It's a very nice person. Okay, well, we'll let this continue on a little bit. Almost got enough money for us to hold a tournament of our own. I would like it if someone around here would hold a tournament, but nobody seems to be interested in that right now. Ah, new Lord Commander on the wall. Night gathers and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns, win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold. The light that brings the dawn. The horn that wakes the sleepers. The shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all nights to come. The Lord Commander has died. Martian Hightower will replace him and will serve the realm in these troubled times. So this is Lord Commander Martin Flowers, which means he is from the Reach, is now in charge of the wall. Okay, it's interesting enough. Yeah, oh, we got a few new things about him. Yeah, he just controls some land. Those are the new things. Nothing too interesting. His parent was also a commander of the Night's Watch. Oh yeah, this might be because Night's Watch is a little bit messed up on inheritance sometimes. Sometimes it will just go to whoever's the like biological son of that person, which doesn't always work out. But it's alright. Our son should be born soon, I think, actually. our Lord tried to imprison Ronel Withers. He apparently didn't just try, he also succeeded quite successfully. Do we hate him for that? Or are we okay with him for that? Where's our opinion of him? Is this our opinion of this is his? Well, we'd have to go down here. We can't even look at our opinion of him. Okay. We don't have an opinion of him yet. We have approved the Lords of Dorne have approved. Oh, it's more tax law, of course. Everyone's into that minimum tax law. Lord Allen was introduced by a mutual friend and we talked for quite a while. We had our differences and a few arguments and then we found common safe ground. And I began enjoying myself. Lord Allen seems like a decent person. Well, let's see if that's true. He is trusting. Wroth. Diligent. He is gregarious. He seems like a decent person. We could talk to him some more. Well, his opinions don't seem that bad. Yeah. He will become our friend. We shall have another friend. Oh. Oh, we have a daughter. Esme. Is that a suitable name? I don't know. Why don't we have a look? Who was our mother? We don't have a mother. Okay. Why don't we just name it after our liege's wife then? That kind of thing. Let's see. Like, be respectful. So we'll name her... Was it... Malora. That seems like an okay name. Malora. And she didn't die in childbirth and we weren't sickly. Okay. She has no special traits. She's just a daughter. Well, that's fine. I was really looking for a son, but that's fine. Your friend Lord Alan talked to you today about your fine service to Lord Gorman. Okay. Oh yes, of course we had. I forgot to check him. He is really quite strong. He also serves Lord Gorman. So we have a friend underneath our lord. Now I'm very much resisting the point to try and depose our lord and put ourselves in charge. I'm resisting that. That's not something we would do. It's good to know someone appreciates that we serve our lord well. We haven't really done much, but we serve him well. We have a lot of friends. A lot of people are friends with us. I'd very much like this claim to happen as well at some point. Although a tournament would be fine. Lord Stefan of Cider Hill has inherited the lordship of Cider Hill and other titles from Lord Jamie of Cider Hill. Oh no. Lord Stefan. I'm not happy about that. Now, we can't duel him. Why can't we duel him? One must be true. Is a foe. Has the trait zealous and is excommunicated. We could request his excommunication, but we don't have enough religious authority. Okay. So there's not really any way we can duel him right now. We just send him an insult, but that doesn't really do very much. Maybe we will just send him an insult. Just, like, he's just say, you don't deserve that lordship. We'll send him that. You have the letter for Stefan composed, and sign it. In short, I despise you. You are an indolent clown, and your rapacious elder ways repulse me. Signed, Sir Raymond of House Fossoway. That will teach that rapsicious idler. Was your rapsicious idler ways repulse? That is a weird phrasing for an insult. Not quite where I was going with, but we'll stick with that. Okay. Lord Paramount Brandon II of North revoked lordship. Yeah, okay, that doesn't matter to us. It's not important. He's created another title. Okay, very interesting. There are a lot of people raiding right now. How are the pirates doing? They're doing alright. We could have a look at the realm tree. Nothing's really changed that much yet. I expect that there will be some changes at some point. All it takes is for one war to start and then they all start going. Okay. Daniela the Mad has usurped the title. So she is Lady at Harrenhal. Okay. So a couple of titles got usurped. So who were you? Has usurped the title Lordship of Darry. What's the Lordship of Darry? Oh, so this is... Oh, that's in the Riverlands. Well, that doesn't matter for us at all. Yes. We're fine with that. Don't need to worry ourselves about it. We've almost got one of these, what's it called? One of these tournaments. We only need 75 personal gold. A young artist working on a divine icon of the warrior, the aspect of the 7 representing strength in battle. He needs a sponsorship to finish it, so we may place it in our own set. At times like this, I really hate that we're zealous. We will pay the money. We do get an extra marshal for it, which is very nice. But, yes, we lost a little bit more money. Well, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. Next time, we will probably hold a tournament, which will be quite fun. Not held a tournament yet, so I'll be interested to see how it happens. Given that the tournament's an actual event for this mod, and isn't an event, like it's the grand tournament you can hold in the actual game, where it's just completely random from entrance. I'm hoping that the tournament in this mod takes some kind of consideration of your dual skill multiplier. And that would give us a chance of winning it, which would be quite nice. Maybe winning the tournament will get us some bit of land. I don't know how it works. Actually, we wouldn't get land because we're holding the tournament. I don't know. I have no idea what tournaments can bring, but we will find out next time. Thank you for watching. I will see you then.